Hi, how's everyone? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning and hello if you are new. Trying to put this one out a little early today because I want to watch the football game at 8. So let's see what we're just gonna do a collective read, a collective energy read, no astrology. We did the astrology the last couple times. It's a clusterfuck up there. There's oppositions and squares and all over the place. There's also trines and sextiles, of course, so there's cooperative energy, but it also feels like there's just butting heads all over, and it's almost like um, the negative energy is making it harder to weed through and find the positive stuff, even though it is there and it's very powerful. It's just sometimes they say that this is a negative plane. The plane of existence that the Earth exists on is very negative energy. It's negatively charged. That's why they say um, um, every things that are negative happen faster than things that are positive, right? And we definitely definitely sometimes feel that when things manifest. It's like the bad manifests first because the good takes so long to get here. Well, because it's a negatively charged uh, plane of existence. So um we're gonna do the 9 card spread that I developed, and the first light tarot that we laid out, we've got the moon. We've got a card called Battle and a card called Power. The only one that has a zodiac sign on it is the moon, that's Cancer and Pisces energy. So the first light tarot I always lay out to try to get like a bigger background energy. This is like cosmic universe energy, right? So we've got the moon phases in play. Where's the moon? Moon is crescent, waxing in Aquarius. So, like, we're kind of waking up to things that have to do with humanitarian issues, people in large groups, intellect, ideas, technology, wide thinking, okay? Out of the box thinking, um, unconventional thinking, and where you fit, or where, because the way I describe it with the air signs is Aquarius are like the level of air where the hot air balloons are. Like, you get a wide vantage point. They can still see everything. They still feel like they're part of the world and the people, but they're kind of removed from it. Aquarians always function kind of like in this removed energy. But they see everything, hear everything, they still want to participate. The thing with that vantage point is that without hearing what everyone individually are saying, you can kind of see how things are playing out on a larger scale. That's why they can see farther, they can think farther, because they see. When we're down on the ground, all we can see is what's right in front of us. But Aquarius energy, it functions a little bit higher intellectually than, I'm not saying that they're super smarter than the other air signs or any other sign, but their mental vantage point is a little bit higher. Now we have the moon there in Aquarius. So this is things that are hidden, things that could be an illusion to some, because the moon illuminates, but it illuminates what the sun ignores. Okay, the sun is the ego, it's the masculine energy. The moon is the subconscious, it's feminine energy. It's reading signals the underneath the main signal. Do you know what I mean? It's like getting a signal from outer space, and then the main the the main information is, we come in peace and this is going to be great for everybody and everything. But underneath, it's like, remember in Independence Day when they had to break down the signal that they were receiving from the ships, and underneath of it they found a signal that was helping them triangulate. That's like moon energy. It's what's going on underneath the surface. Okay, so there's things moving in the collective underneath the surface, and people are starting, well, the ones that are awakened to that are starting to hear it. Okay, Um, Next, we have a card called Battle. This is the battle between good and evil. When I was contemplating the cards, they were telling me that this is inner battle. This is not just fighting on the outside, on the bigger stage, which they are. There's a lot of arguing and fighting and battling on the greater stage of society. But this, since it's a collective, I feel like this is more of what's going on internally, okay? The one thing that this card asks is why. So we're being asked with that moon energy to go underneath the ego and ask why. Why are you fighting? What are you fighting for? And that's not an accusatory why. Why are you doing this? It's more of a what is your motive here? What is your goal? What is your truth in this battle? Okay? Where do you position yourself? Why are you fighting? And it says, salvage what you can if you can, and face what terrifies you. This is something about good and evil, okay, that we're struggling with internally. Um, and it might not even be good and evil. It might just be want and need, or desire and expectation. Whatever you're battling inside, ask yourself why. Why are you fighting this? Why is this coming up now? Right? Why is this an issue for you now? Something must be underneath there that's trying to fight to the surface that has been pushed down. And now that the moon is in play, it's coming up because it needs to be addressed. But it's coming up as a fight, like you're trying to drown it. And you're fighting with it within yourself. You're fighting yourself, okay? So ask yourself why. Why are you fighting? What are you fighting? Where is this coming from? And what needs to be recognized? And you have to really dissect what would happen if you allowed it to win. Or what would happen if you kept fighting it so that it wouldn't win. Okay? Also, when I was contemplating the cards altogether, there's an underlying feeling here of you really won't lose anything if you just give it up. Okay? Many people are like, no, you got to stay in the battle, and the noble thing is to keep fighting and keep fighting. And there is a point you can get to where the only way you win, that's the point of fighting. The only way you win is if you salvage yourself and get out of the fight. Okay? Maybe you had to take up a fight that wasn't even yours. Maybe you had to, through obligation, take up a situation where it wasn't even your fight to fight, but it was insisted upon you to fight. The next card we got from the First Light Tarot is called Power. And there is a power here in understanding your reality. Okay? It says here, understanding reality. It also calls for solitude. You have to go within. In the last reading, the Hermit popped out, and that's saying you really have to retreat within yourself and come to your reality. Okay? Look at things at face value. Look at the expectations that are there. Look at what you can deliver. And if you are stuck in that situation, what is going to come of it? Are you going to continue to be used and used and used and not have anything come to fruition that's of um, your own ambitions, right? This card also says know your power, but it adds the caveat, know your power and your place. It might not be your place to fight this other battle, okay? There might be something where you have to let go of something else in order to reconcile whatever is coming up within you that needs to be addressed. Okay? Understand your reality. Go into solitude and know your power and your place. Okay? Where are you fighting? Why are you fighting? For whom are you fighting? And will it pan out? Is it even your fight to fight? This also says there's power in a whisper. So sometimes the loudest you can speak is by removing your voice from a certain situation. They're showing me an image of somebody who just is not fighting anymore, and no matter how much the other person is pushing at them and yelling at them and throwing insults at them, they regain power in the situation by just not retaliating. But you can't, after that, sit there and take the abuse. There has to be some kind of empowerment where you actually remove yourself from that. Okay, so we're going to go to the 9 card spread. The first card here in the middle is the heart of the situation, and we have the Empress in reverse. This is feeling unproductive and unseen. Okay, foundation or the crowning energy here is the 2 of Pentacles. This is dedication and skill in balancing work-life balance, but it's trying to reconcile 2 different worlds. The story of this is the bear's wife, and it was just this. I don't remember where this comes from, but I mean, she wandered off and okay, she wandered off doing her own thing, and she stepped in a big pile of bear shit, and she cursed it. She's like, fuck that bear. I can't believe I had to step in this shit. I was just out here minding my own business, gathering berries, right? She was doing all the work that she had to do to function in her role as a provider, right? She was gathering berries. She was bringing in provisions, and she stepped in shit, and she cursed that fucking bear. Fuck you, bear. Fuck all the bears. You know, how dare they shit where I'm trying to work? That might be key to somebody. How dare they shit where I have to work? Okay? So, in order to um, rectify the curse, she ended up being betrothed off to one of the bear people. She had to marry a bear. Okay? So, she actually had to promise herself to the thing that caused her life this temporary misery. Okay, this I don't know how else to describe it, but she couldn't tell her people that she was married off to a bear. So she would stay with her bear family for a while, and then she would go back to her human family, and she couldn't tell the human family that she was off doing this other thing, right? But so that right there in the 2 of Coins is the balancing of 2 different lifestyles, 2 different things. What you're bound to, what your obligation is, and what you really are meant to do, right? So that's that balancing here. Um, so here in the crowning position, this is thoughts on your mind and relevant opinions. It's like, I'm having trouble. Well, it's not in reverse, so you're hanging on. You're doing pretty well. It's dedication. This is skill and work, balancing work life dynamic here. And it's multitasking. That's what I was trying to get to. Multitasking. It's multitasking. She was doing too many things at once. Okay? And she was keeping most of it a secret. So a lot of, like half of her life, which was a struggle, she couldn't tell anybody to, so, nobody knew that she was struggling. She ended up having like 2 bear babies too. Like, it's funny because in the picture, one has a bear bottom half and a baby up top, and one is a bear up top and baby bottom half. It's like they balance each other. There's that balance energy here too. She was balancing 2 different walks of life. Okay, she was balancing work and she was balancing home. That's what's on your mind. How am I balancing this? How am I doing? How am I multitasking? This is too, it may be you're going through this is too much, or and then there's times where even when it is too much, it's good and productive, right? That's interesting that it's on top of the Empress in reverse because this is feeling unproductive. Okay, so the central issue here at the heart of the matter is this feeling of being unseen. Like, remember yesterday we were talking about all this work I put in with that Three of Swords in reverse. All this work I put in, and I got nothing but heartbreak, and nobody saw my contribution as valuable. Nobody saw me as valuable. Nobody saw my views as valuable. There was heartbreak there. Okay, crowning energy here is that it's on your mind all the time. I'm juggling these two things. I'm doing it. I'm doing well. Everybody's taken care of, but you only have two little pentacles. Okay. Now, if you think of the pentacles as monetary increase until you get to the 10, and it's like beauty and legacy and wealth for generations and stuff. You've only got two little pentacles here, these two little balls that you're trying to balance, okay? And that's what's mostly on your mind, because in the center of it, it's like, I don't feel seen for this. Empress in reverse is wonderful. So Empress upright is beautiful productivity. It's fertility, not just physical fertility. This is financial fertility and creative fertility. Things that you can plant that will grow, things that you can tend to that will flourish. Okay, but this is all in reverse now. So there's an energy of no matter how much dedication you're putting into it, you're feeling stuck right here. There is a blockage, but I don't feel that it's permanent. It's a temporary blockage, but it is profound. It's profound here. You feel stuck in this, whatever this obligation is to juggle these two different things. Now, remember, we were talking about the moon here and this battle of inner and outer, okay? So this could be struggling with what you want to do as a career and what you're forced to do as a career, what you want your dreams to be, what you want to put your effort into, what you want to grow and nurture, and what you have to balance in order to get by. Okay, foundational energies here. Card number 3. We've got the Four of Cups. This says ignoring the divine gift for I wrote this so tiny. Oh, ignoring the divine gift for a shiny but inferior illusion. And what do we have here in the moon but illusion? Okay. Four of Cups always gives me the feeling of, now you have 3 cups in front of you. That's like, what's the 3 of Cups? It's celebration and joy. It's outward happiness with the people around you, okay? But with the 4 here, that's the Ace of Cups, and that always comes from the divine. And it's like in the Four of Cups, there's somebody sitting with the tree, and they're like, I've got these 3 cups, and you're trying to give me this. What am I going to do with this? How am I going to balance this? How am I going to do both? How am I going to have the 3 of Cups where everybody's expecting me to be happy on the outside and accept this divine Ace of Cups where all my beautiful dreams are in this cup? Empress reverse. I have nothing to give to this divine gift. That's the foundational energy here. And it's willing, though. It's like, I don't know. It's like you see it. It's there. You know it's for you. You know it's attainable. But you can't pass up these other 3 cups just yet. Okay? It's turning your back. I mean, maybe... how am I trying to put this? I heard, I see you, but I can't have it right now. Right? But you can. But that's that inner battle. Can you have it right now? Is it worth giving up what you're balancing, what you're juggling? Because what you're juggling is providing a little bit of stability. Okay? Even though it's difficult. That's the inner battle here. What you're juggling is providing stability. But damn it, you know there's something more for you. that divine Ace of Cups. It could have to do with love. I don't have any other cups out here. But that Ace of Cups, that emotional fulfillment, it's like the divine saying, you can have it. It's right here. I'm going to place it right here behind you in the window, okay? Don't forget it's there while you're dealing with these other 3 cups, okay? In the Rider-Waite deck, those 3 cups are empty. That's why it's like the happiness that, everybody's great, everything's fine, there's celebration, there's joy, we're happy, emotional fulfillment. Those cups are empty. In the 5 of Cups, they're spilled out. One is water, one is empty, one is blood. You don't know what the fuck was in those cups, but it wasn't love. But in the Ace of Cups, the one that you have to put on the shelf, that's where the love is. Maybe it's the love that you have for what you want to create. You had to put it in its own cup and put it on the side because you have to maintain these other cups. They're shiny on the outside. Boy, they look like gold to other people, don't they? But you have the vantage point from above these cups to see that they're fucking empty inside. They're pretty, but they're worthless. But the cup over here from the divine with the bird on it, the bird trying to sing to you, birds are always messages from the divine. The bird's like, it's here. I'm here. Behind you, we're here. Maybe you just can't turn around just yet because you're occupied. And that's that inner battle. You hear that bird. You hear the singing. You know the cup is there. You know you put your love in that cup. You can't even drink from it yet. That's the battle. Know your power. 4th position, we have for advantageous factors, okay? Beautiful. Knight of Cups, all right? Knight of Cups here. Kind, caring, thoughtful. This could be, what's the Knight? Scorpio energy. It could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, any of them, but I usually give the court cards I deal with, youngest, middle child, oldest. So since the Knight is the middle child, I give it to Scorpio. Passionate energy, sincere, caring. One thing about Scorpios is that they're you can't lie to them. So if this is in your energy and this is you, you cannot lie to yourself. All right. Scorpio energy is probing and dissecting, and just when you dissect something, you pull out every tiny little piece. Okay. I know some of you might be some of you might be, animal lovers. I love animals too, but I do remember having to dissect a frog in school, okay? You open that bitch up and you looked at every microscopic, every little thing that goes into the functioning of the whole, okay? Scorpios can do that in an instant. You have the mind to do that in an instant. You can look at the situation and know exactly what's functioning where, how, why, how they function together, what can be spared, what needs to be repaired. You know the truth. And that's here under the moon, okay? That happens in an instant. This Knight of Cups is thoughtful and altruistic. You're charitable. Scorpio energy, it's harsh for some people, but I love Scorpio energy. It is refreshing. It's deep. It's wonderful energy. I love it. What is this? Considerate, kind, caring. You are all these things, okay? I would look in your chart to see where your Scorpio is placed, and there may be planetary aspects in effect in that Scorpio house. I do astrology and zodiac birth chart readings. You can contact me and we can go through it. All that I'm going to go into that spiel in a little while. All that information's in the description. So here in the now this position I originally labeled it forgotten advantageous factors. Okay, it's here under the moon. It's hidden. All right? It's a mystery. You forgot you were this Knight of Cups. All right? You forgot that you can tell the truth. That you can tell the truth of the situation, your truth, your heart's truth. And you have to come at something in a thoughtful, caring, kind of way, but you have to come at it as a warrior for the truth. Okay? Fifth position, we've got past decisions, lessons, and influences. We've got the wonderful King of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is a griffin, I believe. This is not the phoenix, it's a griffin. Remember, this is eagle vision, okay? From the high position, you have to pull back. You did pull back. You saw something. This is in the past position. You are able to see the bigger picture here, okay? And maybe you're seeing that the sacrifice in the middle is not going to pan out. It's causing more. Hold on. It's like weeds, I heard. They're growing, they're flourishing, but they're choking everything else out. And it looks good from the ground. But if you get a higher vantage point, you can see what damage the weeds are doing to the garden. I don't know who that will resonate for. But the King of Swords energy is pulling you away, up, to see from a higher vantage point. Okay? Wise, noble, intelligent, contemplative. Contemplative? That could be competitive. Nope, it's contemplative. Patient and just. The King of Swords is the judge. Okay? You think of he's the king on the throne. He won the throne, and now he's entertaining people coming to him with their concerns, and he has to make decisions and judgment calls, very harsh ones, very difficult ones, but it's on him. He's got the patience, the nobility, and the intelligence to do it. Okay? However, he does not swing the sword. The king is not the executioner. The queen is. She's the one who holds her sword upright, and she deals the verdicts. Okay? King of Swords is listening and debating and deciding and hearing all sides of the information. Okay? You've already come through. You already embody this energy here. Since in the past, this was past decisions, lessons, and influences. Okay? So we've got Scorpio and Aquarius energy so far. We've got the moon here with Cancer and Pisces. Empress is Libra and Taurus. Okay? Now here in the sixth position, this is negative background energies. We've got the Chariot upright. Usually this is wonderful energy, movement, determined. It's clear path and determined movement, but it's in the negative position. I always have problem interpreting why a positive card would fall in the negative position. The only thing that I can think of is that you have this clear vantage point of this Ace of Cups that you have to put to the side. And you're raring to go. It's like, I could go, I could do it, I could get it, I could go. Oh my God, my bags are packed. It's like emotionally, intellectually, you are ready. You're ready, Chariot energy. A clear path, a determined movement. But there's a blockage. And that blockage is this Two of Pentacles. You're still having to balance things that you're obligated to. So it's in the negative because it's still kind of holding you back, okay? Or you're being held back from it. Positive influences. We've got the Eight of... No. Oh, it's the Eight. I thought it was the Seven. Eight of Swords in reverse. I don't have this labeled. Oh, wait, yeah. That's the donkey. Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, usually Eight of Swords, think about it, is being bound in this mental prison, right? I know it's the 8, 9, 10. This is like a reversed Aquarius energy. 8, 9, 10 is Aquarius-ish. But I often get Virgo energy. And Virgo for me is an honorary air sign because he's ruled by Mercury, which rules Gemini also. This feels like getting stuck in just, I have to do this. I don't want to do this. I have to do this better. How can I do this better? How can I do this and that? It's that the Eight of Swords is that mental prison, okay? And remember, swords being mental energy, it's whatever we tell ourselves. That's internal mental energy. It could be lies, doubts, fears, anxieties, all the gossip. It could be things that you're misunderstanding. It could be misperceptions. I'm saying that wrong. Misperceptions. I hope that somebody understands what I'm trying to. Misperceptions. It's like you're perceiving something incorrectly, and that's eating away at your mental state. But luckily, I had to go through all that to get to the luckily. It's in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse means those swords are falling out. The blindfold is falling off your face. Here you're getting freedom and perspective. This is in the positive position. You're taking control. This is strength and discarding your burden, which is wonderful because it landed here under the power card. Know your power and your place. Remember, Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like I'm not blinding myself anymore with the things that were put in my head, or that I put in my head, that needed to be there in order to uphold this structure that I had no intention of building around myself. Now it's all falling away. Eighth position here, we've got near future or advice. This is the Eight of Coins in reverse. Usually the Eight of Coins is hard work, dedication, everything coming to fruition. You're putting the final touches on your projects. This one's in reverse, okay? This story is, this story is, I don't know where this comes from, but this little girl, a witch put a spell on her 7 brothers and turned them into swans, okay? And in order to break the spell, she had to gather stinging nettles and weave them into shirts that she could put on the swans so that she could break the spell. She had 7 years to do it, 1 year for each brother, and she could not speak while she was doing it. Meanwhile, life went on. She got married, she had kids, she was a dutiful wife and queen or princess or whatever. She lived a full life, but what were we talking about earlier? Under the moon, there was something that you could not express. She could not express what she was doing. She could not voice her needs. She could not voice her desires. Her entire existence was weaving these things that were, look, she's bloody. Her hands are bloody. Her feet are bloody. Her face is like, man, fuck this job. But she had to do it. And she had to stay silent in her suffering. That is in reverse, my dears. Thank goodness. It's like, remember when I was saying, fuck that bear, and all the bears that I had to step in their shit. How dare they fuck up my life, right? Eight of Coins in reverse. This was the energy of, you really don't have to fight this fight. You can put this down. And even though everybody is going to say, why are you quitting? It's, and that could be even you, that inner sword energy, that moon energy, that battle, internal battle. Why would I quit? I'm going to look terrible if I quit, if I give this up, if I put this down, if I don't take care of them anymore, if we break up, if I don't want to be here, if I give up this fight. It could be either you or outside people telling you, you got to keep going. We've got to keep going. How could you do this to me if you quit this? Why? Because you're fucking bloody, man. Your hands are bloody, your feet are bloody, and you haven't been able to voice your own needs or desires for 7 fucking years. This could be a cycle, moon phases. What are the 7-year cycles we're going through? 8-year cycles. Yeah. And you're finally just putting it down. And sometimes this isn't negative energy, but within this reading, it's like it's not working anymore. What everything you've been trying, this 8 of Pentacles work that you've been putting into, you're fucking bloody and nothing it hasn't Empress reversed, nothing flourished. Maybe on the outside it flourished. We have the 4 of Cups here with that shiny 3 of Cups, celebration, joy, everybody's happy. Everything is a banquet. Money here, money there. People are happy, But there's that Ace of Cups in the background just going dry. That's where your love is. And here you are with this 8 of Coins, this hard work in reverse. You're bloody and it didn't work. Or it's too much of a burden. So in this case, I feel like it's a positive. You're coming to the realization, remember that moon energy, figuring it out. Scorpio energy, dissecting everything to get to the truth. Okay? And what is the truth? It's like you finally put it down. It says here low effort, uncommitted, not working, rushed work, and lack of quality. But like I said, this is what happens when you're forced into it. Your heart's not in it. Your heart isn't in it. It's here in that Ace of Cups that you had to put in the background. You see what I mean? And now you're bleeding. 8 years have passed. And you're still trudging through this work, this 2 of Pentacles, trying to make these 2 little coins balance. And now your commitment is running out. Last card here is what comes next. I don't designate the last card as an outcome because as long as the wheels keep turning, there's really no set outcome. There's only what comes next. And what's next here is the 6 of Coins in reverse. Now this story, the 6 of Coins story, is an Inuit story. And they were migrating to warmer climates for the winter, but they left behind their elderly people. Okay, in this story, she was left behind with maybe a month's worth of food. They figured she was going to die in the winter anyways. No point in packing her up and taking her with. So she was left to fend for herself. All right. One of the things that happened was she befriended a bunch of insects in the wintertime. They were, there's no food in the winter, but she had a little bit of food. So she started, instead of shooing the bugs away, she shared her food. Because she's like, I'm old. I'm at the end of things. I'll just divvy this up because some of them may be young. They may have their whole lives ahead of them. So I'll share this with them. And as she was aging and as she was dying, she kept sharing with these people. Key, okay? That's the key right there. As she was dying, she kept sharing, okay? So it came to a point where it was this wonderful moment where the bugs started clicking, right? And it started to almost become like music. And it was calling forth a snow fox. And the snow fox comes into the hut, and the bugs said, she's dying, please help her. And so the fox started to tear away at her flesh and pull it. It was dying anyways. So he was pulling it off of her, and underneath, she was brand new again. Shed what is dying, okay? Shed it joyfully, because there's new life underneath that, okay? Even though people, they left you. They took what they wanted, and when your needs became priority, They were like, oh, well, you've got nothing to give me anymore, so I'm going to leave you here while I go to greener pastures. I'll leave you with a little bit, and you'll probably die. Thanks for everything. I'm out. But she shared what little she had, and she got rewarded. It might sound very abrupt and violent, and maybe it is. Transformation often is bloody, violent, painful. But because all of that flesh was dead, she really didn't feel any pain when it was being shed off of her. So we're getting to the best part of the story. Underneath of it, now you do get the symbolism that she really did die. And the rebirth underneath was her soul. She was born again to youth and health again, okay? Now, as a thank you, she was accepted into the tribe of the insects, and she enjoyed so much bounty. I'm getting goosebumps. So much love. She inherited a new family. She even found a husband. She married the king of the bugs. She became a queen. The fox was a forever friend because he was the one that pulled the dead flesh off of her and allowed her to be free. So there's something here where you're battling to keep dead flesh on yourself. I know those are weird, harsh symbols, but think about it. I often, in my mind's eye, see images before I can find the words to describe them. So I often describe things like a cartoon or a movie scene or a book scene. It's very visual for me. So I try to describe it the way I see it. It's like what is this? What comes next is that you leave something behind or they leave you behind because you have nothing left to give. Empress in reverse, nothing's coming to fruition. Eight of coins in reverse, you have nothing left to give. There's no commitment here. Your work is shoddy. It's just enough, you know. But you've come to this perspective and you're taking control of your strength. This is here under the power card. The power is in the release. What was I saying before? You don't have to battle outwardly. This battle is within. So you have to shed something that is keeping you bound, which in the story's case was her dying flesh. And what was dying was because she wasn't being nurtured. After she gave her whole life to the family. Okay, yesterday we had the 10 of coins. That's legacy, that's family, that's comfort for others, stability in the home, loving meals, wonderful companionship, care for future generations. And herein what's next is being left out in the cold to fend for yourself because you were left. It's like your needs were not priority. Okay? But in the reverse, you have to take up your own self-interests here. Because whatever I heard, whatever is being promised to you, there's hidden agenda underneath of it. There's motives. Now, there's the moon energy here, and you have Scorpio energy. So you may actually have come to that conclusion that these cups were empty the whole time. Okay? But this is lean reserves in the future, and this is self-interest. Yeah, you're in the position of saying, look, I might start over with nothing. I might be out in the cold. You might leave, and I have to fend for myself, but fuck, I'll be free. I'll be free. And after shedding everything, there's going to be renewal for me. at the end. Because when you share with other people that deserve it, you're going to find a tribe that actually deserves your effort. Okay? And when you give to that tribe, boy, that cup, that Ace of Cups is going to be overflowing. But you have to find your power. You have to fight for this. Okay? And many of you are in a situation where that's way in the future for you. Many of you may be in a situation where it has to be now or never. Right? Only you can decide that. We've got the moon, which is the inner contemplation. We've got the King of Swords here, which is wisdom, contemplation, patience. You've been patient. That's in the past here. That's one of the lessons you had to learn. Higher perspective. You had to learn patience. Right? It's like biding your time. But you're sick of Empress reverse energy where nothing is flourishing for you. And I know that may sound selfish to a lot of people. Nothing is flourishing for me, so fuck these people. Well, yeah, it comes to a point where, yeah, fuck yeah. Yes, they're a drain. Vampires. Weeds. Weeds that will gladly suck every nutrient from the soil so they can flourish. But underneath them, everything's dying. Looks pretty on the outside, but everything is dying underneath. Don't let that happen to you. Okay? So we're gonna go to the ancestor oracle messages. So I hope this is resonating. I hope the symbolism that I tried to describe isn't just mumbo jumbo. I hope it's resonating for somebody. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a second and leave a thumbs up. Leave me a like. Take a moment to share my content, subscribe. Any interaction will help the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find information for my email and donation links. I am open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. My first discipline is astrology. I picked up tarot later. But I am open for readings, and I can look at your birth chart for you. I don't do full birth reports anymore, man. Those things were like books. They took way too long. I do everything by hand, right? Everything but the calculations. But I do all the interpretations by hand. That took way too long. Now I'm just kind of narrowing it down to, we can do inquiries. Like if you want to look at a certain house and how that's interacting with other planets and stuff, we can do something small like that. Or for any smaller donations, I would absolutely love to do you a 3-card spread as a thank you. So in the description box, you'll find my email, my Venmo, and my Cash App for donations. I appreciate any and all feedback, any signal boost, or any donation that you may want to leave me. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'd like 2 cards for the collective, please, from the Ancestor Oracles. 2 cards for the collective, please. That's too many. And then we'll go to the theme deck, and I'll get some final little bits of advice. Little nuggets. I'll call it the nugget. I don't know. I drew that deck and I couldn't think of a name for it. I just called it the theme deck because it's different themes. Oh, the ancestors are quiet. Why are they quiet? Why is it quiet up there? Okay, there's one. The arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. And the stargazer. Cool. Set your sights higher. I'm going to turn down the brightness a little bit so when I show the cards, it doesn't wash it out. So arrow card first, if I can find it. There we go. Surround yourself with protective energy. It says surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Okay? Call on your angels, guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. If you're in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, moon energy, trust your intuition. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals or with kindness. Follow your intuition about whom to trust and what to trust. If you can take time to retreat or to step out of the situation to assess, that's that King of Swords energy. Remove yourself, go higher, and look at everything from a higher vantage point. If you can take time to retreat and step out of the situation to assess what is going to be beneficial for you, do so. Do so. In any event, this is the time to call on the energy of protection and to place yourself in a space that feels safe. Okay? This is actually one of my favorite parts of the reading because when we get to the ancestor cards, so often things start getting tied together. Now we have Stargazer. Set your sights higher. It says go beyond your limitations. Can you see that? Should I turn it up a little bit? That's okay. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Sorry for the glare. Go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. What did I say earlier about positive things taking more energy to create on this plane because it's a negatively charged plane of existence? Go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. Your thoughts are your reality. That's why Eight of Swords is so dangerous. It says you're on the verge of a miracle. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you're being guided to focus on your vision, that Ace of Cups that you had to put aside. There is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There is an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or a pattern of lack, and not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessings. Angel and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are an incredible, an infinite spark of the universe. And the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. You are talented and filled with strength and have the abilities, Two of Coins, abilities that you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. Okay? Don't dream it, be it. Don't dream it, be it. That's for all the Rocky Horror fans out there. Frankfurter sang that. Don't dream it, be it. Okay? We're going to go on to the theme deck and wrap this up. Get this posted before the game starts, hopefully. All right. So, in summary, you guys, there's just a feeling in the collective. Maybe it's just a few of you. Maybe I only connected with 3 of you out there, okay? There was something that you had in your heart that you wanted to put your effort into, but life sidetracked you, okay? Expectations sidetracked you, and now it's an inner battle. Is it time running out? Moon phases came up. Time may be running out. The chariot is here. Your inner inside in your mind, in your heart, the car is running, everything's packed. You've got the map, you know where you want to go, you know the sights you want to see, you know the road you want to take, and the car is out there running, waiting for you. Eventually, could it run out of gas before you even get to take that trip, right? So let's get some final little tidbits of advice for the collective here. The inner battle. Love is a battlefield, I heard. No promises, no demands. Love is a battlefield. When necessary, raise hell. Ooh, the Hamsa hand hasn't fallen out in a while. I feel like that's for you. Raise hell for yourself. Right? If you keep begging and you keep asking and you keep saying, hey, can I get this for my needs? And people are like, well, I can't give that to you. Blah, blah, blah. You got to raise hell. Caterpillar. Love it. Metamorphosis is imminent. And nourish yourself. Nourish yourself. Eat what you love. Nourish yourself with what you love. Technically, the card says eat a taco. Okay? But it's nourishing yourself with something that you enjoy. It doesn't necessarily have to be food. It could be emotional food, right? Oh, well, don't emotionally eat. But like I said, just something you have denied yourself for a while that you enjoy. The hand of fate. The divine is at work and forces beyond your control are at play. But you're protected. It's the evil eye there. The arrow did say, surround yourself with protection. And when necessary, raise hell. Yeah. Say, fuck you, I'm done with this. Fuck that bear. Fuck these people that left me out in the cold. I'm going to find a new tribe. I'm going to find a new place to put my energy because these people are going to appreciate me. Oh, 666. Fear is an illusion. That could be that moon energy, okay? The moon energy not only is what's hidden, but it could be fear, illusion, that, sword energy. 666. Fear is an illusion. Remove fear, doubt, and negativity because those are the real demons. So if it's you that's filling your head with, I can't leave, you can't leave, this is, how could you do this to me? How could you quit on this? Those are the demons that talk to us, that take us off our path. That's the point of the devil. The symbol of the devil is to take you away from your path, your divine path. So fear and doubt and negativity, that's all devil energy. But that's an illusion. Fear is an illusion. It's as strong as you allow it to be. We've got the 9 of Diamonds. Self-made prosperity, abundant and stable and independent. Okay? Pluto, well, that's too many. Pluto is in play though, because it's dragging ass through Capricorn, I think. Capricorn is our, work ethic and our reputation. Where the hell is Pluto? Let me look. Oh, that's right. It's just fingertip deep at 21 minutes into Aquarius. Okay. Just the tip. Oh, jeez. Sorry. There's a soulmate. Oh my God, there's a soulmate in the future here. Now this came out here at the end and the 6 of Coins reversed, where it wasn't until she shed her old form that she found another love with that insect king and a whole new family and new friends, a new life, reborn to a new life. There's a soulmate here that came out the other day too, but it's on the outskirts. It's like it's not. This could, I mean, it could be part of what you're struggling with. It's like that could be what that Ace of Cups is in the four that you had to deny. Is a soulmate energy. But you find it afterwards. You just have to free yourself. Don't blow anything up on the way out, though. This is called the martyrdom. It's dropping a grenade. It says, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. It's a reverse self-burn. Don't burn. Don't burn anything down. Or maybe do. Maybe do. Maybe you're in that fuck that bear energy, right? I had to step in that shit for how long and not be able to say anything. Here we've got a male family member. When this comes out, this could be somebody who's passed on, a male family member who's still around you, protecting you, watching over you. Now, they can't do much. I mean, they can come to you in dreams, or they can come to you with smells or feelings. They can guide you a little bit. There may have been somebody who passed on who had really good advice for you, like you could go to them for advice. Male family member, dad, cousin, grandpa, brother, uncle, nephew, grandson. It could be a lifelong friend that passed over. Let me listen. Showing me somebody who was like, the advice. Remember, I was saying maybe they gave you advice. The advice that I'm hearing is don't forget to change your oil. But we do have the chariot, that could be a vehicle. But this is more so like they didn't know how to be affectionate. So most of their advice was very practical. Let me listen a little bit. That one's quiet. I can't hear much. The last card we dropped here is the broom. Clean environment, new attitude. So this is like housekeeping, but inner housekeeping. It could be housekeeping. Like some people do spring cleaning. I do winter cleaning. Like I try to clean things out and pack things away and straighten things up before we have to close up the house for winter. And then you do it again in the spring when you can open up the house to get fresh air. But changing your environment will change your attitude. It will change how you feel, how you function, um, how you sleep. You know. So that's what I have for everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope these resonated, and I hope you got some messages out of it. Um, Again, my information is in the description. Please leave me a like. Please leave me a share. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to maybe 100 subscribers by summer. So you can help me do that by sharing my videos and subscribing. My information is in the description. Email, Venmo, Cash App. Thank you for anything. Thank you for spending this time with me until I see you in a couple days. Okay, thanks. Bye.